Thank you for tuning in. This is the video about Cancer New Moon. This Cancer New Moon is blossoming and then opening up another new chapter, new door, new window for us on June 25th around 6:31 a.m. Eastern Time Zone. This is a very similar energy with the solstice that just happened on the 20th or 21st, according to where we were. And then I spoke about the solstice. At the moment of the Cancer solstice, the moon was at 0 degrees of Taurus. And then after a few days later, under this new moon, the sun and moon are together at 4 degrees of Cancer. And here, Jupiter is with this sun-moon conjunction. This is a big energy, right? Jupiter ingressed into Cancer on June 9th. And this Jupiter, right? Jupiter only returns back to Cancer every 12 years. And this is, Jupiter loves to be in Cancer. So this is a very energy of the collective. Just the archetype of this new moon in Cancer with Jupiter, to me, is us returning back to the collective source. Every energy of the signs have yin yang, right? The Aries archetype is an individual archetype. It's the masculine archetype. It's the drive. It's the yin yang. It's the yang, right? It's not the yang. It's the yin yang, right? Versus this is the yang, right? It's the direction, it's the energy, it's the movement, it's the identity. That theme is very strong still because the Saturn and Neptune are here, right? Saturn and Neptune are here, and then they've been bending time and they are inviting us to shift our identity, shift the way that we see ourselves, because Aries energy is I amness. And then after Aries, Taurus energy becomes more collective yin energy. And then Gemini is more individualistic energy, yin yang energy. The Gemini energy, it's not like an individualistic, but Gemini energy requires this intellect of this, what is right and then what is wrong. And then through the dichotomy of duality, we must decide what resonates with us and then initiate and right think. It's the thinking, right? But the nature of mind is to kind of separate and then also initiate also, right? But then Cancer is the collective. Cancer to me is the collective womb. It's the water. It's the sacred water within the sacred womb where we all came from. It's the mother, dark mother ocean. It's the dark mother universe. We are within the womb of the universe, within nothingness, within the eternal void. And this Jupiter, moon, sun is inviting us to return back to that root, to that source, to remember who we are, because this new moon is speaking with Saturn and Neptune in square early degrees of Aries, right? This new moon is a very spiritual, very big energy of spirituality is present because of the presence of Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck and fortune and abundance, but it's spirituality. It's our spiritual awareness. In order for us to tap into spiritual realm, our awareness has to be expanded and open, right? Because this reality feels very small and narrow and thick, and then there is rules, there are ways to live and this and that. Spirituality questions that, and it reminds us and then it asks us, aren't we bigger than that? Aren't we bigger than this body? Aren't we bigger than this mind? We don't know how we are floating within this eternity. We belong to that magic and mystery that is us. Who am I is the question. What am I doing? Where are we going, right? All those kind of things. But this is a Cancer new moon that is inviting us to return back to the collective source of the wholeness and oneness that is the truth of who we are. There is no duality, there is no separation. The spiritual truth is the unity and the oneness of all. We all came from the same source. We all gonna return back to the same source, right? All that. And I think I spoke about this a while ago. That this Cancer new moon was making me think of the cell thing, right? We all came from that single cell, and within that single cell we had all the information of survival. We didn't have our mind back then within that single cell, but we had codes of how to survive. We had this ancient knowledge and wisdom of survival and growth and expansion. And this single cell multiplied into trillions of cells to compose who we are now, right? So within the cell, within the core of each cell holds the information codes of God and the whole eternity, the universe. It's the code of life. Life is God. Our existence is God. And this new moon is all about us trusting that force of life, the rhythm of life. And the more that we surrender to the current of life, instead of resisting and fighting and creating tensions, and if it's working, good. Is it working? Right? We must ask ourselves those questions, and what feels right to us, what feels in alignment to our own spirit. This doesn't have anything to do with forcing other people to do certain things or judging certain other people about their actions and their behaviors. None of that. Cancer energy is the energy of compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, accepting everyone as they are, as a unique, original creation of God, right? One of a kind, each one of us. Can we see God in every one of them, including those who you may consider as your enemy? Can we see God in them? This is a very spiritual energy. This Jupiter in Cancer, Moon and Sun of 4 degrees of Cancer. This is the first decan, right? First decan of Cancer. First decan of Cancer is associated with the tarot card of Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the card that is ruled by Venus in Cancer. The Two of Cups is the card of mutual love, acceptance, forgiveness. I am you and you are me. This is the energy of self-love. This is the energy of being in love with our own selves, with our own life, including all the good, bad, chaos. I am here. We are here to love life. That is the message that I'm receiving under this new moon. And, you know, one kind of like a contemplation that I was having earlier today, and then I've been thinking about this, but because of the fact that Venus, the Saturn and Neptune has been together, right? Saturn is the energy. It's the planet of time. It's the planet of karma. It's the planet that of order, foundation, right? Tick tock, tick tock, time, time, time. It's very regular and persistent. We think that, even though I think time is bendable, and then I think time can expand or shrink depending on how we are associating with time. It's not fixed, right? Nothing within this universe is ever fixed, period, right? So not only that, but Neptune is here. Neptune is a a bender, right? It's the dissolver. It's the force that dissolves boundary. It's the force that bends and that shape shift and that just dissolves, right? Everything. It's just like it's the ambiguous energy. It's the energy of art. It's the music. It's the psychedelics. It's the right psychedelics bends time. So when Neptune and Saturn together, this is collectively we are feeling this time bending theme. I was thinking earlier that we believe that time is moving from the past now to the future. We are conditioned to think that way. We always study the past and we think always the past. We're reflecting on the past thing, what had happened in the past. We hold on to certain traumas and emotional imprints that happened in the past and that can make up who we are now. But what we are facing now is the creation of the past. There are certain understanding, spiritual understanding of time is that time moves from future into now into the past. So whatever that we are focusing on now and whatever we are creating vibrationally, emotionally, that's the magnetic energy. The thinking wise, that's the electric energy. Whatever that we are creating in the mind and in the heart is the energetic, vibrant frequency that the future will move toward. Our future will be molded toward the vibrational frequency that we are feeling now. So if we feel like we're just stuck in a loop of same thing, I feel like we are witnessing that in the world now because we are always focusing on what is going on, what happened in the past, and it's that theme is always present, present, present. Themes of separation, themes of war, themes of fighting against something, white, black, religion, blah, 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 right? All that, me against others, my opinion, your opinion, wrong, 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 right? All those kind of things that we get trapped in the theme of otherness, we're always battling with each other. But as long as we're focusing on that, that is going to be the vibrational frequency that our future is going to be molded into that. That's why we cannot change our collective reality. Yes. So I mean, I resonate with this theory very much so that I'm sharing, whether you agree with it or not. Everything is a mystery, right? We belong to the eternal mystery. So everything and anything is possible. But when we start changing our own internal structure by thinking different and feeling different, our reality changes, right? I've witnessed that so that I can, you know, I agree with that, right? So rather than to a certain degree, in order for us to create a new reality, new future, we must focus on the things that we want to expand rather than battling with the reality that we're facing, because the longer that we resist, the persistent, the resistance persists. And to a certain degree, we must, in a healthy way, ignore what we are facing in our reality now if we want to shift it as alchemists and magicians, because we are that. Claim your power, claim your magic that you hold within your mind, because you know that's how we can shift our reality. Anyway, this is the new moon, which is, you know, that's just a thought I just wanted to share. But regardless of how you want to use this energy, I am not against how you are, using this energy, because, yes, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Jupiter loves to be in Cancer, but Jupiter is under the combustion energy under the sun, right? The sun this can be a little too much, right? Jupiter energy can be both good and bad, right? We don't want bad things to expand, but sometimes Jupiter can expand bad things, just like the bombing that's been going on or whatever is happening in your life, right? Yes, somebody, I think I do believe that chaos is a part of a cosmos and cosmos is a part of chaos and it is the part of life. And whenever that kind of energy is expanding, if whatever you consider darkness is expanding, that means the same amount or more amount of light is expanding at the same time because that's how we sustain the balance of yin and yang. So beautiful, beautiful, amazing things are happening too. And then we need to focus on that because there are certain spells casted in the collective realm. And in whether you want to buy into that and fall for that spell, or whether you want to use this energy and tap into that expansion of light, it is up to each of us. But I do believe we are peace warriors in a way, whatever the warrior means. But Saturn and Neptune together, yes, it's the warrior archetype. It's not the warrior like battling, it's just be you, do you, focus on your authentic vibration of love, jolt, of joy, of life. Life is God again and again. That is what we want to keep focusing on. Yeah. Because, yeah, we take life for granted. We just get lost in a lot of things that's being projected in front of us, and we just can get so caught in the TV screen of what's being projected. But we gotta keep that bird's eye view perspective as a spirit. We can see the bigger picture, and that is important because Cancer again is the depth of our psyche. It is not the tide of the surface of the ocean. No, Cancer is the depth. It's the source of our eternal ocean where we all came from. It's our psyche. It's the subconscious, unconscious aspects of the mind. It's not that tiny 4% of the cognitive thinking mind that is going crazy with this and that and no, this is a time to withdraw, drop into your stillness, drop into your inner quiet, eternal spaciousness where our wisdom lies, where our internal knowing and the inner seer, inner knower knows how to navigate through life, what is best for us. When the noise is crazy, we just cannot hear. So if you feel like you're confused and you cannot see through, be quiet, stop thinking, give up thinking. Just drop, and trust the answer will come. It shall come no matter what, right? And then choose to swim through the current of life with ease, with peace, no resistance. And you float. The more of us float, I do believe that easy current of life, maybe, we can maybe attract that energy from that future into now. So this is a very spiritual new moon, very intuitive new moon. We want to tap in to connect to that inner eye and let that light of that pineal gland and that inner light center to expand and shine your light. This new moon also is in sextile with Mars. And not only it is in sextile with Mars, I spoke about the Yad aspect, but Pluto is creating Yad right? With this new moon, with Jupiter, and talking with Mars. And this is one tiny triangle of finger of God. That finger, the higher being or internal being. God is not outside of us. God is within us. We, our inner God eye center, is seeing this is an opportunity for transformation, because the focal point of the skin triangle is Pluto, death, rebirth, transformation. It's the metamorphosis. It's the alchemy. It is turning the darkness into light and turning the dense heaviness into the uplifting, most light, crystal light. It's that, right? Turning through that heat and concentration, we are turning lead into gold or creating diamond. That is that energy that is present with us. And then also second, right, the second yard, I spoke about that already too. Under the solstice, Saturn and Neptune are speaking with Pluto, and they are speaking with Mars. These energies are huge, very transformative time. And then we need to have a will, strong will and intention to change something internally, turn that like profound transformation must happen within each of us if we want to collectively witness that kind of energy, whether whatever it's the collective or the individual, we you know whatever that life is a game, life is a story, life is a narrative, life is the song, life is a dance, right? And then we must keep dancing and keep expressing. That expression is your godly power, right? Creative power in a unique way. Don't care about what others or what's going on to a certain degree if we want to really let that God energy to expand, because that is very needed, right, in the world today, I feel. And then there's right presence of Vesta is strong. Presence of Ceres is still strong, right? Vesta and Lilith are still reminding us to trust the unknown, trust the unknown, trust the dark. Even within the darkness there is light. Trust that somehow, even though we may not see it, we do not understand certain aspects of what's going on, life is a mystery, but we just don't know nothing, so we trust, at least trust in love, trust in the highest good, trust in the positive. Yes. And this is the final lunation before Venus moves into Gemini. Venus is ingressing into Gemini already on July 4th, I believe. And then after this new moon, we are under Sun Jupiter conjunction now. Tomorrow, 24th, Sun is aligning with the heart of the Jupiter is aligning with the heart of the Sun, vice versa. Sun is moving. Yeah, I mean Jupiter aligns, right? It's the revitalization of that Jupiter theme. New philosophy of life, new perception of life. We want to keep expanding to see wider horizons. And then after the new moon, Mercury right now is at 28 degrees of Cancer. And then right after that new moon, Cancer, Mercury will dip into Gemini. And then right before that, Mercury will meet up with Uranus, and that can bring new revelation, new ways of seeing things. So we want to be open to the new possibilities. We just have to see the new possibilities, even though we may not see it. We gotta see it through that third eye, through our vision of imagination, right? That's how we create. With that visualization and imagination, is the source of all creation, period. So use that godly power to see that positive expansion. And then after that, and Mercury, when Mercury ingresses into Leo, it's gonna start opposing Pluto. And then, Pluto opposed Mars 3 times. And the last one was that Mars was in Leo and Pluto. And then Mercury is coming back to cover that territory under Pluto. So there can be another little theme of volatile, something coming back. I don't know. There's so much volatility seems to be present with us now. But early July, on July 4th, Venus will be in conjunction with Uranus first, and then Venus will also ingress into Gemini. Venus is at home in Taurus right now. So at the end, even though Venus talking to Uranus can be very wobbly, energetic wise, it's unstable, but at the same time, Venus Uranus is very unique new perception, unique way of expressing art and writing and all those kind of, with that Mercury in Leo too, this is like you are the main character in your story, in your life, in your theater. So be you and then create just this free world in a way, right? We need to we in such crazy world, we gotta be more creative, more free, more anything is possible, you know, anything is possible, isn't it? Within this eternal, vast universe. Just we don't know what the heck is going on the other side of the universe. Just like that, this reality can be that too. We just don't know why it's happening, where are we going, but we must trust that we are still under that guidance of life, under that guidance of divinity, under that guidance of God, the creator. Life is meant to move in a direction of expansion and evolution and goodness. Life is meant to move that way. Period. Just like that single cell transforms into who we are now. Every creation within this reality was created through, right? Like life, trees, birds, animals, everything has its own unique, you know, something. We are all divine creations of God. And this world is beautiful. How can if the world is so beautiful, I cannot see it going in a crazy, chaotic space. I just cannot see that. I do believe, and then I want to believe, and then I trust in the highest good of all. I must trust, and because I believe in me, I believe in God. Just like that, each of us must believe in that, right? God, not under the name of a religion. God is life. God is us. Oh. Anyway, God is our presence. So take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, you can just sit in your presence, right? You can sit in your eternal essence that is present in the eternal now. Feel that presence, feel that existence. If you touch that presence and existence, my heart just vibrates with that sense of deep gratitude and with this sense of love for life, love for all. And I want all of us to sit in that kind of presence under this Cancer new moon. And may we co-create that vibration, strong vibration of love and goodness and joy and yes, big, victorious, yes, 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 yes. Thank you for listening. Much love to you. Peace.